Does Google Sheets have pivot tables? My buddy Richard is wanting to know. Richard, my friend, indeed, Google Sheets does. Now, we're going to do some meta stuff here and go drop you a line real quick. Make sure that you are tuning in live with us as we figure this out. Let's see how we actually link to my live stream. Honestly, I have no idea how to do that. Let's see. Copy. Link to post. I don't know. Oh yeah. Let me show you about it. Testing LinkedIn live right now. Oh, let's tag him. Let's tag you, baby. All right. Shared. All right, so I will trust that my pal Richard comes in to check this out. I will trust that our audio glitching issues are over, and we will pop over here into this spreadsheet, which I have created for another project, but we're going to use it for a little project to show how you can create pivot tables. All right, so I've got transaction data here. This is just some dummy data that I'm using for something else. If you highlight this, just like in Excel, you can go up here and go, hey, insert pivot table. It's going to say, where do you want to put this? You can put it on the existing sheet in a certain range, or a new sheet. We're going to do it in a new sheet. Then you've got your values over here, which represent the rows, the columns over here in our data set. Date, transaction amount, category, payment, and balance. And over here in our pivot table, oh, if that happens, the little edit thing was behind my camera. If that happens, you click the edit again, and then we'll go in here and let's just say, I don't know, transactions, or not transactions, let's do values, amount, category for the rows, and this will give us the total amount of each of these categories. Pivot tables are super handy for quickly organizing data, so you can kind of manipulate it however you want. You can add filters to it. I think I'm using dates from January and February this year, so we can even come in here and say filter by condition and say date is after, and let's do an exact date of 02/01/2023. I think that's going to work. Yeah. So that changed the amounts over here if you saw that. Then we can go a step further. We can select over here and say, hey, let's just insert a chart. And I'm going to look behind my camera to drag that chart down to size. And you can see that if we change our filter, our chart updates dynamically, so we've got that looped into the data over here. So there's a handy way to affirm that, yes, Richard, we do have pivot tables in Google Sheets. I will admit they are not as robust when you go into the real weeds and the details. Same with charts. We are missing some of the functionality, but for all your basic stuff and for a lot of the intermediate stuff, one-to-one comparison in most of what I have done, comparing this, putting it up side by side with Excel. Hope that's helpful. Hope this live event worked. This is a test day for me, testing the live setup, streaming here on LinkedIn and here on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Hope you have a great one.